Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. I'm going to be breaking down UFC Vegas 104. We're going back to in a dungeon for this week. Hopefully, it's a good card. It's not a terrible card on paper. I mean, hopefully, it delivers. Some of these cards they actually do end up delivering. And make sure you guys like the video first of all. Subscribe. I'm trying to get to 4K subscribers by end of this year. Hopefully, we can get there soon. By the way, if you guys do want to see my bets, there's a link in the description. You guys can check it out. There's no paywall. It's all free. You guys can see if I have any bets on any organization. I bet on LFA, I bet at PFO, I bet at UFC. Sometimes I'll bet at 1FC each KSW, but I don't do that often. But yeah, there's a link in the description. You guys can see it. It's all free. And if you guys do want to support my channel, you guys do want to support what I do here every week, you guys can become a member of my channel. And you get some live stream perks. Also, I go live multiple times a week. We have a lot of fun in the live streams. And now let's break down this card, guys. We got Martin Vettori coming back after a year and a half off some injuries and some layoff. He's going to be taking on Roman Dolidze. It's a rematch, so we'll see how that one plays out. We got Zaleski taking on Chidi, Bang Bang, Njokuani. Should be a good matchup. Chidi's been looking good at 170. Since moving down from 185, he's been looking pretty good out there. We'll see if he can keep that streak going. We got Kevin Vallejos coming back, making his UFC debut. I think he's coming off Contender Series, right? He fought twice on Dana Contender Series. The first time he faced John Silva, and had a pretty okay performance there against John Silva. I mean, I really didn't know much about John Silva back then, but I found out in that fight for sure. We got Alexander Hernandez taking on the Holobaugh. And let's break down this first fight. We got Duben taking on Carly Judice. Man, I've seen the odds. These odds are pretty crazy. Duben coming in at plus 400 almost on some books out there. Carly Judice coming in at minus 700, minus 600, depending on where you look. So Judice is obviously she's a high volume striker, has pretty good pace, really good cardio, and she's been fighting really close with Ernesta Caddy, who's a long, rangy, tall striker, and also Gabriela Fernandez. Fernandez has knockout power. We've seen that out with their fight against Kong Wang when she knocked her down and subbed her right away. So she's been fighting really close with these girls that are pretty solid UFC fighters. Duben's gonna be making her UFC debut. We've seen her go out there and start Shannon Clark, Canadian prospect Shannon Clark. She won her next fight. After that fight, I mean, she came back to LFA and won the fight. It was a 5-round co-main win against Shine Powers, and she looked pretty good out there. So that win's aging well for Duben, and I'm gonna go with Duben here. Not just cause obviously she's a big underdog, so normally I like taking the underdogs in WMA if I think they have a solid chance to win. And do I think Carly Judice is gonna finish her? I'm not really sure. Not sure if I see her finishing her. I think Duben is pretty athletic. She's got okay cardio. She's never gone to the third round since going pro, but she has gone 3 rounds before in amateur. So I think her cardio's not really as bad as people might think, because she's been finishing everyone out there. And I'm excited to see Duben here. I think she's gonna look pretty good. Give me Duben to win. Does he finish her? I'm not really sure. I'm gonna say Duben wins by decision. I'm gonna take Duben by decision here. All right, guys. Next fight on the card is Josiane Nunes taking on Priscilla Cachoeira. Man, Josiane Nunes is 5 foot tall. She's really short. And she's kind of a brawler. Has better durability, has better chin than Cachoeira, also has better cardio than Cachoeira. She's gonna be marching her down, I feel like, in this fight. Cachoeira has been struggling with girls that can take her down, grappler. Jasmine Jasui, she just took her down over and over, beat her up really badly. She took a lot of damage in those 2 fights. So the 2-fight losing streak, I mean, they're both on 2-fight losing streaks, but the difference is that Cachoeira has been taking an absolute beating in those losses, right? She's been taking a lot of damage, and eventually that damage is going to catch up to her. She's going to be taller here. She's going to be longer, rangier. She has some power, but it's really not that clean, the striking. They're both not good strikers. I feel like they're both kind of wild. And Cachoeira loads up a lot. I mean, she's going to be looking for that one-punch knockout power. And I feel like she's going to have to land that to win, because I just see Josiane Nunes marching her down. landing looping shots over the top of Cachoeira pressuring her. I think Nunes is gonna have the better cardio. I mean, like, do you guys really want to bet this fight? I'm not fucking betting this fight, but I'll take Nunes here to win. Probably Nunes on the scorecards. Maybe a third round TKO if Cachoeira gets really tired, but I'm not really sure if Nunes is gonna wrestle. So he can wrestle. So he's got pretty nasty ground and pound if he does wrestle, but I'm gonna probably goes longer. Next fight on the card is Andre Lima taking on Daniel Barez. I'm taking Andre Lima here. I think this is a pretty easy pick for me. I just ran both of their fights back. I was watching tape on them last night, and I was like, Perez has been looking okay. He's been getting a couple of wins here and there. He actually hurt Jeff Ofilo to the body really badly. So he's actually a quick striker, has nasty body kicks, and he will land some liver shots too. But I think Lima defensively, he's really good at with the striking defense, and he doesn't really take shots clean. And also he can grapple. We just seen him go out there grapple Felipe Dos Santos, who was trying to grapple him. Then he just turned the script on Felipe Dos Santos. He was landing cleaner shots on Felipe Dos Santos. I think this is gonna be pretty easy for Lima. Perez is gonna have to like hurt him really badly. Even if he does hurt him, I don't think he's gonna be able to get him out of there early. I think Lima is gonna be the much better, more well-rounded fighter here with better cardio, grappling upside. We've seen him grapple. He doesn't get tired even if he has to grapple. Give me Lima to win. Lima to win by does he finish him? I mean, maybe like a submission. I could see like a sneaky submission if he forces grappling and Perez. Even though like that's not really his game, he's a kickboxer. But we know he's got grappling. I mean, we just seen it, and he was looking for submissions over Felipe Dos Santos, who's actually got really good submission skills of his own. Give me Lima, maybe like a third round submission. All right, guys. Next fight on the card is gonna be Josias Musasa, the KO wizard, taking on Carlos Vera. Now, Musasa, if you guys didn't know, he's one of Kamaru Usman's homeboys. So Kamaru Usman was the one that got him this opportunity to fight on Dana White Contender Series last year. And he took on this guy from Georgia, Atari Tangilovi, who was training with Marab, and he was looking pretty good out there. I mean, that fight could have gone either way. But the reason he won that fight was basically him pressuring forward, and he took some high kicks. The guy has a really good chin on him. He was getting taken on like a few times. I mean, I think Tanjalov took him down like over like 9 times, but like he couldn't really hold him down even for like more than like 10 seconds. And Musasa is a really athletic. He's gonna be able to pop back up even if he's taken on. But I don't think Vera has wrestling like Tanjalov. Musasa's like technique really isn't all that clean. But like he doesn't have to be all that clean because it's really athletic. He's really strong for the weight class. He's still learning. I mean, so like he's still probably gonna make some mistakes, but being so athletic kind of helps him in those situations when he does make a mistake. I think he's gonna be able to win this one. Does he knock out Carlos Vera? I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure if he knocks him out. Maybe he could knock him out. Vera is pretty tough. I've seen Vera hurt before. Normally, he can like grapple and survive. He's coming up that loss to Nakamura, where he just got taken out over and over. He's playing BJJ off his back, so he's kind of a BJJ nerd. I'm gonna go with Musasa, maybe like a second, third round TKO. I think it probably goes even. I think it could go the distance too. All right, guys. Next fight on the card is DR Nurgozhay taking on Brenson Ribeiro. Man, I was impressed by DR. We had a really good card on Dana White Tennis Series. That one where he was the main event, fighting that guy Bartowski. I'm not even sure how I can say that guy's name, but like he was looking good out there. He was only like -130, 30 there, and I sprinkled him by submission. I think I sprinkled him by submission. We had a really good card. So like my last bet on the card was like DR by submission. I think it was like 900 plus 900. I knew he was probably gonna get a knockout. I mean, but like I was like maybe if he grapples, he could maybe find a submission because he can grapple too. I mean, normally he just wants to go out there and knock people out. He's got good striking, good uppercuts down the middle, nice high kicks. He knocked out the guy on Contender Series with a sneaky left high kick. He was looking for the high kick. I mean, time after time. He's got good cardio. Like the one thing I'll say about Dior is that he's got a twitch. Like he keeps like pawing at his eyes over and over. Like you'll see that when you watch him fight this Saturday. Brenton Barrows, dangerous striker, has a lot of power. He's really long, 81-inch reach for Brenton Barrow. But like the problem with Brenton is like I picked him over Kyle Machado. He was underdog there. The problem for Brenton Barrows is like his fight IQ is kind of questionable. I don't think he's got the best fight IQ. For him to win, I think he's gonna have to knock him out maybe early because I think Deere is gonna be able to land counters on him. He's gonna be countering him really well. Brenton Barrows is gonna have to get that jab going. He's got a really long reach, so maybe that jab is gonna be a problem for Deere. Honestly, I don't really see it. I think Deere can control him on the ground. Brenton Barrows is one of those guys that will go for a guillotine if you shoot a takedown on him. Maybe you can submit him with a guillotine, but I don't know if I see it, honestly. I'm gonna go DR here. I think this guy's legit. He's fought in Eagle FC before. He's been fighting okay opposition, even also the UFC. So I trust him. Am I gonna bet him a minus 350, minus 400 almost? I'm not sure. Probably goes under 2.5 rounds. They're both dangerous. Give me a DR by I'll go like by KO. I'll go by KO TKO. Next fight on the card is Sam Hughes taking on Stephanie Luciano. Man, I was impressed by Stephanie Luciano in her UFC debut. She had a rematch with Talita Alencar. I did bet on Alencar in the first fight on Dana White in the series. And the reason she like that was a draw was because like she was getting taken on over and over and over. She took that fight on short notice, by the way. Or I think Alencar took the fight on short notice. Yeah, Alencar was the one that took the fight on short notice. And she was getting taken on right on the contender series. But her like the improvements she showed in that UFC debut, I was impressed by her. I was definitely impressed by her. I did pick her in that in her UFC debut. So I picked Alencar on contender series, and I picked her in her debut because I knew that I had a feeling she's probably going to be able to defend takedowns in her debut. But Alencar is only like 5 feet tall, so she's really small and tiny for the weight class. So I'm not really sure. Like maybe Sam Hughes can get her down more. But like Sam Hughes is kind of made. She's been fighting the better opposition though. Like normally she's winning fights when the girls kind of just gas out. They get really tired trying to like keep a high pace on her early. But if you just stay patient, you just pick your shots, you take your time with Sam Hughes, you can just outstrike her. I mean, we've seen it happen with Jasmine Haregui. We've seen it happen with Peter Rodriguez. Peter Rodriguez was taking her down, by the way, though. So she's mixing in takedowns. I am gonna go Luciano. Like the line is kind of crazy. She hasn't faced the opponents that Sam has been facing in the UFC. She's got high level wins. She beat Jacqueline Amorim, who completely gassed out after the first round. She pretty much dominated the first round. It could have been a 10-8 round. She was looking for submissions, and Sam Hughes was able to weather the storm. Then she beat Victoria Dudikova. Should have been unanimous 29-28. But it is what it is. You know, Dudikova was looking good early, then she just gassed out. I mean, we know Dudikova is a fraud. I think Luciano is gonna take her time. I don't think she's gonna like go out there look for the KO early or like keep a crazy pace on her. And she's got good cardio. I think Luciano is legit. I'm gonna take Luciano by a close 29-28, maybe even a split. Next fight on the card is Waldo Cortes-Acosta taking on Ryan Superman Spann. Man, I mean, he's only had one hiccup in his whole career, where Marcos Rogerio de Lima, who actually dropped him in that fight and was looking for submissions. And Cortes-Acosta, he's tough, man. I mean, we can't take that away from him. The guy's really, really tough, and he's never been finished right. So Spann to win this fight, he's gonna have to finish him because I don't trust this guy after the first round. Like I tried betting on Spann fights in the past. I bet him over Anthony Smith in the rematch. I think I bet the under 2.5 rounds also, so lost money both ways there. It made me sick to my stomach. Then Bogdan Guskov fight, I bet the under 1.5 round there, and it went over 1.5 rounds. That made me sick to my stomach. Then I stayed away from betting that ONC improved fight. I mean, but I did pick him by first round. I think I picked him by first round KO or submission. I can't remember. I think I did pick him by first round submission because ONC improves washed completely. Spann has good wins. I mean, he knocked out Dominic Reyes with the jab race, so he's definitely got big power. But like, can I trust him after the first round? I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure if I can, because he kind of just like doesn't have a backup plan. Whereas Waldo Cortes-Acosta, we know this guy can wrestle. We know he's got power on the feet. He's got good cardio. So like my pick has to be Cortes-Acosta here. Does he finish him? Like I'm not really sure if he's gonna finish him. I'm gonna go Cortes-Acosta by decision. I think he's gonna be able to weather the early storm and win this fight on the scorecards. But like this is gonna be a tough matchup early. The first round's gonna be tricky, but Costa's not really chinny, so I don't know if he's gonna get chinned early. Spann has good grappling. Maybe he can like take his back, submit him. That's gonna be his opportunity to win this fight. But I'm gonna go with the guy that I know I can trust after the first round, and who's gonna be there. He's gonna be able to maybe mix and take down Ryan Spann. We know Ryan Spann can be taken down. Even Bogdan Guskov took him down. I mean, or I think he took down Bogdan Guskov early. He was looking for submission, then he's completely gassed after the first round. Yeah, I don't think Bogdan Guskov took him down. He took down Bogdan Guskov, yeah, but then he got knocked out in the second round. He just looked completely tired. Give me a Costa to win and win by maybe a third round stoppage or decision. Next fight on the card is Su Young Yu taking on AJ Cunningham. Man, the Su Young Yu, I was trying to forget this guy, but the Brayson Gang Jaleski, probably butchering his name, whatever. I took the underdog there over So Young Yu, and he looked damn good out there, man. The guy can wrestle, he can grapple. I've only bet on this guy one time, and it was this fight right here in Niza. Like I only bet on Niza a few times in my since I've been betting him in, like, and I stopped betting on that promotion. And he just kind of quit out there, man. Like, and I just can't get that out of my mind. Watching him just completely gas and just quit in the second. I think it might have been second, third round. Um, I think it was like late second round when he just quit. It was third round, okay. But he was looking really, really tired in the second and third round. Maybe he's fixed the cardio problem now. He's had some close fights in the road to the UFC, but his debut kind of impressed me. But the guy can't really wrestle at all. Based on gang, I mean, man, these odds are crazy though. I mean, minus like 700. AJ Cunningham's been losing to guys like Ludwig Klein. I mean, Ludwig Klein, I think he took that fight on short notice, by the way. But like his wins are just not good, man. I mean, getting knocked out by Steven Nguyen, who's got power, is a good striker, but like we've seen Steven Nguyen get exposed by Jarno Aarons. I think it was next in his UFC debut. Got wins in LFA, wins in Fury FC, man. I can't pick AJ Cunningham. I'm just not an AJ Cunningham fan. He's gonna be taller. He's gonna be longer. He's gonna have the reach advantage here. He's definitely gonna like fight for your money if you're betting on him as a huge underdog. But like, I just have a feeling that So Young Yu is gonna be able to get this one done. He's slicker on the outside. He's quicker. He's gonna be faster. He's gonna be able to grappling upside. He can maybe lock in a submission also. Give me So Young Yu by decision. Next fight on the card is Damon Blackshear taking on Cody Gibson, man. I mean, this is going to be a pretty good fight. I mean, Blackshear has good grappling. Gibson has good grappling. Gibson can strike. Blackshear can strike. I think Blackshear has more power. He's the more dangerous submission artist here. So I got to go with Blackshear here. I do think he's gonna be able to hurt him on the feet and then maybe lock in a submission. Even if he doesn't submit him, he's going to be able to win the rounds. Take his back. It's gonna be longer. I mean, they're both 5'10". Never mind. I thought he was gonna be like taller. Blackshear, he lost to Montel Jackson. I mean, I picked him there and I bet him there, I think, and he just got absolutely cold cucked early. And he lost to Mar Batista, but he took that fight on short notice. I did pick Mar Batista there, and he took the fight on like less than a week's notice, and he looked damn good out there, man. Before he kind of got tired because he took the fight on short notice, he was looking good out there. He was beating up on Mar Batista early. And Batista had to wrestle him to take him down like in the third round, or he was about to lose that fight. So like I'm gonna go to Blackshear here. Gibson looked good out there. I did pick him over Heliger, and I picked him over Brian Keller. We picked up a submission. We picked him by submission. I mean, both times he was looking for submission over Chan Heliger, but like Heliger is really tough, and he got the submission over Brian Keller. I think that might have been a club and sub. Give me Blackshear to win. I'm gonna say Blackshear wins by like Gibson's really tough, so I don't know if I see him getting finished here, but I'll take the submission for Blackshear. All right, guys. Next fight on the card is Alexander Hernandez taking on Kerr Holobaugh. Man, Hernandez, like I picked him over Austin Hubbard. Like I didn't bet that fight. Like I just don't bet Hernandez fights anymore. I picked him over Damon Jackson. He hurt Damon Jackson really badly in the third round, dropped him. Then he just doesn't have the fight IQ. I feel like there's something missing up there in his head. Bill Algeo fight. I did pick Bill Algeo as underdog there. I think I picked him over Jay Miller. He took down Jay Miller over and over, wrestled him. Then he got knocked out by Billy Corntello over. He completely gassed out. He's training out of Factory X, so like those guys are looking good right now. Kurt Holobaugh, we took him as underdog over Kaner Kuchioski, who had a lot of hype on him because he's training out of Fighting Nerds, and we found out he's not really that good. People found out. I already knew that he wasn't that good because I've seen him fight on Contender Series, and I was never really high on Kaner Kuchioski. I'm gonna go with Holobaugh here. I think he's got more dog in him. Maybe Hernandez can take him down, control him, but do I think he has a cardio like Trey Ogden? Not really. Do I think he can grapple like Trey Ogden? Not really. I just don't trust Hernandez, man. If he went out there, had a clean performance over Austin Hubbard, and he clearly won that fight, I think he should have won that fight 28-28, but the fact that it was a split decision, I mean, just doesn't give me confidence in him. And losing to Damon Jackson, getting taken on over and over and over, like getting controlled, like you're a wrestler, bro. How are you getting taken on over and over and over by Damon, who's retired now, by the way? Give me Kurt Holobaugh. I think he's going to be able to outdog Hernandez. He's 38 years old. I mean, he's definitely on the older side. But we've seen that age doesn't matter sometimes. I mean, when the other guy's not really that good, right? I'm not saying Hernandez doesn't have all the skills. Maybe he can knock him out early, but Holobaugh's tough. I think he's only ever been knocked out once. And it was by Honey Barcelos in the third round. So like, I mean, he had a close fight with the Kenya Kuchioski, but like he was in there, man, slugging out with Kenya Kuchioski. He is pretty hittable though, so like maybe be careful if you're betting this fight because Holobaugh is really hittable. But I'm gonna take him here. He's the underdog, so I'll take Holobaugh here. Next fight on the card is gonna be Kevin Vallejos taking on Sungwoo Choi. Man, I'm happy for Kevin Vallejos. I think I bet the over 1.5 rounds there. I had in one parlay I had the over 1.5 rounds there because I was like Cam Teague. I mean, whatever his name is, Cam Teague. I mean, who the hell names their child Cam Teague? First of all, yeah, but like he actually knocked him out in the first round. I mean, I was not expecting that. I was like, it's probably gonna go over 1.5 rounds because I think it was like minus 500 on the money line. So I didn't bet his money line. I didn't parlay him. I took the under. I took the over. I mean, but like, he just made it look easy, man. That was easy work for him. He's got really good boxing. We've seen him go out there fight John Silva, and I did pick him over John Silva on Contender Series. He was 11-0 at the time. But John Silva, man, he's the only guy that took John Silva to the scorecards in the UFC. We've seen John Silva. He's knocking out everyone, I mean, in the UFC. So, like, and he had some moments in that fight. He was landing some body shots, landing some hooks. But John Silva was just way too slick, and he had the power edge over him, obviously. Kevin Vallejos has good cardio. I think he's gone longer before, so the guy we know he's good for 5 rounds if he needs to. But normally he's finishing people out there because he got really good boxing. He's got really tight, crisp boxing with good power behind it. And I do see him getting another finisher. Sungwoo Choi, man, at one point Sungwoo Choi was really good. I still think he's got all the skills, but just there's something going on up there, man. I mean, there's definitely some. Maybe this is the fight IQ, but this guy can wrestle, he can grapple, he can strike, he can do it all. Like, yeah, if he shows up, he can win this fight. He's definitely live to win this fight if he shows up. Well, I can't pick him here. Like, he has a win over Jordan Aaron's. He got dropped by Jordan Aaron's, but Jordan Aaron's is a good striker. He got hurt badly there. He got dropped, then he wrestled him, took him down, controlled him after that. That was on that, I think that was the Max Holloway card. Yeah, that was Max Holloway John B card. And even this Trajano fight, I mean, they both dropped each other with the left hook. I mean, that was like one of the few times I've seen people, like, both guys drop each other with the left hook counter. Knocked out Julian Erosa. I mean, that's aging really well. Win over Juice was aging really well back in 2021. So yeah, lost to Movsar Evloev. How do you lose to Gavin Tucker? Gavin Tucker is terrible. Just the durability, man. Just the durability. I mean, he's got power. He's got all the skills to win. But like, I can't pick him, man. I mean, I can't pick a guy who's like 1-4 in his last 5 fights. I mean, even this is fighting the UFC level competition. But I think Vallejos is legit. Give me Vallejos by like a second on TKO. Alright, guys, next fight on the card is Vallejos Zaleski taking on Chidi Bang Bang Njokuani, the Capoeira versus Bang Bang. Guys, I'm taking legit Zaleski. I've been picking Chidi Njokuani since he made his debut down at 170. And I've done pretty well picking in Njokuani fights. I picked him over Jared Gooden, who's terrible. I don't know I don't know why they signed him back to the UFC. He beat Reese McKee, and that should have been an unanimous decision. I was expecting him to like at least hurt Reese McKee. And he's just playing that pitter patter kickboxing from range. He's landing leg kicks. I mean, that should have been unanimous 28-20, but sometimes these judges, they don't know what they're scoring. I feel like I did pick Olajic there, and he hurt Olajic early. Then he just kind of like he got taken on, just gave up right away. I did pick him over Albu, and he should have won that fight over Albu, but Duraev is a fraud. I don't think he's all that good. And I did pick RoboCop over Njokuani, and he actually opened a nasty kind of RoboCop on the forehead, and he just gassed out. Right, he got taken on. He just kind of gave up. So like Zaleski can wrestle, he can grapple. He's gonna be okay. He's gonna be okay on the feet. I don't think he's gonna get completely blown out of the water on the feet. And Njokuani has 80-inch reach, 6'3". But Zaleski, I think he can take him on. Honestly, like I think if he takes him on, it's gonna be easy work for Zaleski. Do I think Njokuani is going to be able to catch him in a triangle off his back? Not really. I don't see that happening. Zaleski, probably like a submission or like even like a ground and pound TKO. I'm pretty confident Zaleski. I think I'm actually like pretty high on Zaleski here. I mean, he beat Jack Scroggins, who took the fight on short notice, but he made easy work with Jack Scroggins. I'm not really sure how legit he is. Lost Randy Brown. He had moments in the Randy Brown fight. If you go watch the fight back, he was taking on Randy Brown, landing some shots on him, and he was almost close to locking in a rear naked choke on Randy Brown in the second round. So like Randy Brown, I mean, is a lot better than Chidi Njokuani, and he has better grappling. I mean, defensive grappling overall. His takedown defense is really solid. We've seen Battle go out there like not get a single takedown on Battle. I mean on Brown. Zaleski took him down, had moments there. And he almost finished Facardino in the third round. Should have finished him there. I had money. I lost so much money on Facardino by decision. I bet the minus 3.5 on Facardino because also confident in him there. Zaleski just he got dropped early. I mean, in the first round, he got dropped early. So that chin, I mean, maybe it's kind of worrying that chin, but Facardino just caught him with the right hand. I mean, because maybe he's worried about getting taken down. He beat Abubakar Nurmagomedov. I mean, I did pick Abubakar Nurmagomedov there. Beat Benoit Saint-Denis like a drum. Give me Zaleski to win. Pretty confident Zaleski here. Alright guys, next fight on the card is the main event of the evening. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe. If you guys do enjoy the breakdowns, make sure you guys subscribe, man. I want to get to I want to hit 4K subscribers this year. So, and also if you guys do want to see my best, they're all free in the link down below in the description. And you follow me on Twitter. I post like some funny content on Twitter. We have a lot of fun on Twitter. Alright guys, we got Marvin. I call Marvin mediocre Vettori, but Dolidze is like not that good either. I mean, I picked Dolidze over Kevin Holland. Now I was picking him over Anthony Smith, and like I changed my pick last minute. I mean, I'm not even sure why I did that, because I should be 2-0 his last two fights over Dolidze. I mean, he's been putting the work. He's been fighting every couple months. He has like 4 fights in the last time since we've seen Vettori. Lost to Vettori. I did pick Vettori there by decision, but like, it was a really close matchup. Vettori was just able to land. He was just the one that was more busy on the feet, landing more volume. Dolidze throws a lot of looping shots, really not that clean. I mean, like he's gonna have to like land one of those overhand rights. Normally he's finishing people on the ground. He finished Kevin Holland, but Kevin Holland was injured. But I think he would have finished him on the ground either way if he wasn't injured either. We did bet him by finish only. I think it was like plus 145 for Dolidze finish only because those guys were extremely tough. And the problem for him here is like Vettori's just as tough as him. I mean, he's probably has a better chin than Dolidze even. Last to Imava, I don't know how that was a majority decision. I think they took a point away from Imava because maybe there's an eye poke or something like that in the third round. I can't remember which round it was. I was really high on Imava. I mean, you guys know I've been high on Imava. I think I picked him every fight. I lost like 5-6 fights. We took him over Izzy. We took him over Dolidze. I mean, he was like minus 130 over Dolidze. That was free, easy money for us. Like, I'm gonna go with Vettori here. I think Vettori is gonna be able to keep this on the feet. He's gonna be busier. Coming back after a layoff, I mean, almost 2 years off. I mean, not really the best sign. But he's always training in Vegas, so I don't think that's gonna be much of a problem for him. He finished Hermanson on the ground. I mean, Hermanson was looking really good early. He was winning the fight, then he grappled him for no reason. You can't tangle with the Dolidze with leg locks and stuff like that. I mean, he'll like break your fucking leg in half and like finish you with ground and pound. He has really nasty ground and pound, but I just don't see him finishing Vettori, man. Vettori, like he was close to knocking out Jared Cannonier in the first round. I mean, Jared Cannonier just took over because Jared Cannonier is one of the best strikers at 185 pounds. Give me Vettori. I'm not sure if I want to bet him. I even like last week I picked Fazib over Justin Gaethje. I don't know, not really the best pick, but he was looking good early. Then he just kind of gassed out. Just a layoff, man. I've learned my lesson. Not betting on people that come back after a layoff. Like I'll pick them if they think they win, but like it's just not worth it for me. Like trusting them with my money. I'm gonna go with the Vettori prop by decision. I think he's gonna win by decision. So there you guys go. That's my full card breakdown, and I'll see you guys in the next one, guys. Later.